Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and welcome to What If Deku Was the God of Mischief. And in this series, no, Deku is not going to be a hero, or a villain, or a vigilante. He's pretty much going to be like he's pretty much just going to be a guy looking for entertainment and things. So, let's start this off, shall we? In the year 1259 BC, we see Deku sitting on top of a pyramid in Egypt. He's just looking over the landscape of the desert, and he's thinking, what would happen if I wait about 3,000 years? And to see if there's some new entertainment, shall we? As he would proceed to snap his fingers, teleporting him into a random city in Japan. Or just a random landscape in Japan, as he would find a cave, as he would put cave markings on it. And he would say, alright, let's do this, as he would build a little statuette of himself, putting his physical body in there, as he would wait 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 2,500 years. His cave was found in the year 1957, I'm gonna say. And they made it a official artifact and landmark. The Cave of the Unknown God is what they would call it. As another 500 years have passed, it's the year 2025. Wait, that didn't make sense. No, his cave was found in the year 1532, I'm gonna say, and then another 500 years is 2032. And Deku would awaken, thinking to himself, it's been a good 3,000 years. Let's see how far civilization has distanced itself, shall we? As he would pretty much just teleport on top of a random building in Japan, as he would look down, seeing all of these people with these strange abilities. As he would think that, did he give out his powers to everyone? Nah. As he would just jump off the building, just falling down, skydiving, as he would say to himself, let's see how much mischief that there can be, as he would stop inches from the ground with his face there, as he would rotate himself, and he would just step down, and him just walking around the city, as he would see villain attacks, bank robberies, and heroes, and civilians. As he would look at these people and think, man, civilization has gone far. Now, as this is about 2 years before All Might got his injury. So, Deku's not the son of Inko or Hisashi. He's been alive for over several millions of years, so he knows a lot about evolution. And he thinks that this is the best evolution humans could ever get, because now they just got a boost pretty much close to superhuman abilities, or demigod powers, is what he would call it. As he would laugh, saying, alright, let's see if I can get someone to cause some mischief. As he would find a guy with ability to take quirks, aka all for one, as he would say, alright man, I have a deal for you. As the guy would say to him, as the guy would ask, what do you mean? As Deku would say, I want you to give your brother a stock power quirk that gives him strength. As he would say, no, I'm not giving him a quirk. As Deku would get angry, he would snap his fingers. All for one teleported into the void of space for 2 seconds and teleported back. All for one gasping for air on his knees, as he would ask, what did you do that for? As he would say, give him a stockpile quirk. All for one would say, fine. Wait, no, this is several years back. Let's go back several years, as Deku would do this. So now we flash forward to about a year before All Might gets his injury. As Deku has been watching this guy, pretty much on like a little mirror he has in his hand. He flips it open, and it's like a little TV, as he sits there watching the guy, and he starts laughing as he says, man, that guy's stupid for making a small organization. He has all those powers, and he could have just made his own group. But he decided to gather people instead. This'll be intriguing for sure. Yes, it will. Now, let's see if our stockpile quirk hero is doing any better himself, as it would show a picture of All Might being very, very strong and buff. As he would say, ooh, let's see if I can make this chaos happen. As the tragedy of Nana Shimura dying happens, and All Might being mad, as the fight would happen a year early. So, Deku laughing as he's watching this pretty much fun TV program going down, as then All Might would pretty much burst All For One's head open, thinking that he killed him, as All For One gave All Might his injury. Pretty much the canon injury happens a year early, same for All For One, as then Deku would just start laughing, dying of laughter on top of a rooftop, as he would say, that was the best fun I've ever had in a long time. Now let's just wait a couple of months and years, as about 4 years go by, then 5 years. Now we're at the same canon time as the anime. The only thing that have been interesting that have happened for Deku is the fact that he would just go around visiting heroes, villains, thugs, and others, just asking him questions and pestering them as if they were going to attack him. He would just disappear, leaving a little note behind saying, "Thanks for the entertainment. Bye-bye." As they would just get angry, and he would just start laughing as he would just look at him on his little mirror. As Deku was then looking at his little screen, as he would see All Might again, as he would say, "Oh, this'll be interesting," as he was fighting this, as Deku decides to fake like he's a student walking underneath the bridge. As the sludge villain would jump out, giving his speech, the same speech in canon, as he's about to jump onto Deku to take his body. Deku holds out his hand, freezing the sludge villain in midair, as he would say, "No, no, 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 no. I'm the prankster around here. You're not allowed to touch me." As the sludge villain asks what's going on, as Deku would snap his fingers, and the sludge villain's in space. As Deku would fall over laughing, as he would say, that's funny, let's bring him back. As Deku would snap his fingers, and the sludge villain's back. Sludge villain asks, what are you? Deku would say, "Oh, I'm just a god of mischief." As the sludge villain would try to escape, Deku snapping his fingers again, freezing the sludge villain in place. As Deku would walk in front of the sludge villain, shaking his finger, going, "You're not supposed to run away. This is supposed to be a little prank. Come on, buddy. You're supposed to laugh at this." As the sludge villain starts nervously chuckling, as Deku would say, "Come on, that's the spirit, that's the spirit." As All Might would burst out of the sewer, saying, "I am here." As Deku would put his hands on his face, going, "All Might, I'm your biggest fan." And Deku would start breaking out laughing, as he would say, "Well then, All Might, you want to help me with the little prank here?" All Might asking what does he mean, as Deku would snap his fingers, sludge villain turning into a human again without his quirk. Deku saying, "What quirk should I give him? What quirk should I give him?" Or what ability, because he doesn't know it's a quirk. He's like, "What ability should I give him? What ability should I give him?" All Might saying, speed? Deku saying, "Alright," as he claps his hands together, as the person that was the sludge villain says, "Whoa, hang on," as Deku would unfreeze him, as he would land on his feet, saying, "What'd you do?" And Deku would say, "Try running," as the guy would run. He would just be gone in a flash, as Deku would say, "See, look, this is a fun prank, isn't it?" As Deku would clap his hands again, the guy's right in front of him, as he would catch him with his hand, as he would stop him with his hand, as he would, what next? All my thinking that he's strong, I hope he's a hero. Or he's gonna be a hero. And All Might saying, his original ability. Deku's saying, "Oh, you're no f." He would give him back his sludge ability, pretty much turning him into a giant puddle of sewer slime. Deku's saying, "All right, but he's immobile now." As the sludge villain would say, "What?" And as soon as he let go of him and unfreezes him, he falls to the ground and can't move. All Might asking, "What is he?" Deku would say, let me think about that. As he would, a paper would appear out of thin air as he would read it, and he would say, "Ah, here it is." As he would give him the paper, and it says on the paper, "I am a god." That's it. Just, "I am a god," written in big font all over the paper. All Might thinking that this is a joke, saying, "Come on, really? What are you? What are you? What are you really?" Deku would say, "I'm just a god of mischief, trying to have some fun." All Might, not taking him seriously, says, "Okay, kid, come on, let's go home." Because in this, Deku's appearance is of a 15-year-old. And it's permanently like a 15-year-old. And other gods do exist in this, but they don't ever contact him, because if they ever do, he plays pranks on them, and he causes too much mischief, so they leave him annoyed. So they don't talk to him anymore. They just let him do whatever he wants on the planet. Which I am going to bring in another god later, but they do end up leaving him alone after being annoyed. So, as Deku would just keep saying that he's the god of mischief, as he would as a literal light bulb would appear over his head saying, "Oh wait, I got it." As he would just teleport All Might and himself, which the sludge villain was in the bottle at that time, into the cave of the unknown god. As Deku would say, "See, look, there I am. I'm in the statue." As All Might would walk up to the little statuette, and it's pretty much a little statue of Deku holding out his hand, pretty much saying to shake it. As it's pretty much made of stone and clay. As All Might would say, I'm pretty sure you just made this." As Deku would get angry, as he would just relieve out saying, "Ugh," pretty much annoyed. As he would snap, and a book of history just appeared right in front of All Might, as he would catch it before it landed on the statuette. As Deku would say, "Read that, page 357, paragraph 4. All Might would turn to it and read it. "Cave of the Unknown God. Discovered in the year 1537. And it would list all the information down about everything that was in the cave. And All Might would ask, "How do you know about this place?" As Deku would say, "In the year 1237 BC, I've been sitting in Egypt on top of a pyramid like an absolute god, doing absolutely nothing. I've been alive for millions of years, so I've watched millions of years of evolution. And this is by far the best year of evolution I've ever seen. Especially with these abilities you guys have called," what are they again? All Might would say, "Quirks. Got it. As Deku would then snap his fingers, the book disappearing, as they would just be back underneath the bridge. As All Might would ask, "Are you a hero or villain?" Deku would think to himself, saying, "I'm neither." And All Might would say, "A vigilante?" Deku would say, "No." And All Might would ask, "What are you going to be? Or what are you?" Deku would think to himself, saying, "I'm just a bored guy looking for entertainment. That's all, really." All Might being a little concerned that there's a guy so powerful that's literally a god running around throughout Japan, causing mischief and pranks that could be on a catastrophic scale, or just a little prank that's pretty much sending a firecracker off inside of a toilet underneath a teacher. So All Might asks him to at least restrain yourself and not destroy the world or the country. Deku would say, fine, shake on it. All Might shaking his hand, pretty much making a deal that Deku will not destroy the world or the country. As Deku would say, "Alright, deal sealed. You never said anything about destroying the cities, though." All Might would get concerned as Deku would just start laughing, saying, "Pranked ya. Don't worry, I'm not going to destroy anything. Unless another god comes to interfere here. Then there may be some damage, but other than that, don't worry about it." As months after them would pass and it's the UA entrance exam, Deku would appear right in front of the teachers as they're in the viewing room over the physical exam. As Deku would wave, saying, "Hi there, All Might. Miss me?" The teacher's getting ready to fight as All Might would calm him down, saying, "Don't attack. You'll definitely make him angry." Deku and All Might saying, "Yes, how are you?" And he would say, "I never got your name." Deku would get a little smirk on his face, saying, "My name's Izuku Midoriya. Or you can just call me, I don't know of a name." As he would reach into his hat, pulling out a basket of names. As he would reach into the basket, and he would pull out a name saying, "Kagaguri?" He would say, no, that name sucks, that name sucks. So he would throw it, and it would just land on the floor. He does this for about several hours. As he would pull out a name, and it says, Loki. Deku would think to himself for a second, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's the Norse god of mischief. Good name." As he would hold up the name Loki. And all the teachers are gone already. He goes, "Damn it," as he would revert time several hours to where he just started picking the names. As he would hold up the name Loki. All the teachers see it, and they're like, "Loki, huh?" They would ask if he's a hero or a villain or a vigilante. All Might would just answer for him, saying, "He's neither. He's just the god of mischief." They would all ask to prove it, and All Might would ask him for the book for the Cave of the Unknown God. Deku saying, "So it's history time, is it?" As Deku would clap his hands, pretty much stopping time except for everyone in the room, which was Nezu, Aizawa, All Might, and all the other teachers that were there. They would all ask what's going on, why is everything frozen? Deku would say, don't worry, it's just history time." As Deku would hold up his hand, as a little, pretty much just hologram would appear, as it shows all of the history of the cave from 1537 up till now, of what they know. They would all be surprised that he's lived for that long, as they would ask, "How old is he really?" Deku would sit there and think for a second, as he would say, "I think I'm 5 million years old." "Oh, I know. Make that 7. And they were a little shocked to know that they literally have a god among them. But they were reassured by All Might saying that he made a deal with him that he's not going to cause any trouble unless he has to. The heroes being concerned that he made a deal with All Might saying that he can make trouble if he has to and destroy things. But other than that, he's still a safe person. So Deku would always follow All Might, pretty much just making jokes with him. All Might getting annoyed, but knowing that he can't do anything, just tries to brush him away and shoo him off. So Deku would always follow All Might everywhere. Pretty much people always see him and questioning what he's doing. And why he's following the #1 hero around, bugging him. And why they're following this skeleton guy around, because he does follow the skeleton All Might as well, or Small Might. So, as Deku was just following him around one day, All Might asked him to please just stop following me so I can have at least a little bit of private life. Deku saying, fine. I'm just going to go follow one of your students instead." All Might saying, "Wait," as Deku would just give a little, sticking out his tongue and pulling his eyelid down, pretty much make him a little face, saying, "Catch me if you can," as he would teleport away, and he's in the house of a kid with blonde hair and red eyes. The kid getting up and standing up saying, "Who are you, a villain?" Deku laughing saying, no, don't worry about me. I was following All Might around and he got mad at me for not giving him some space." Pretty much the kid saying, "Yeah, you should have done that," as Deku would get right in front of him, looking him dead in the eyes, like bending over saying, "So what's your name, kid? Explosion Boy? King Murder something? What is it? Come on, give me the details. The kid would say, "My name's Katsuki Bakugo." as Deku would say, Bakugo, Bakugo. Ah, yes, your mom's Mitsuki, isn't she? Bakugo is shocked hearing that this guy knows her name, asking, how do you know my mom's name? Deku giving a little laugh, says, I've been around for millions of years, kid. I know everyone's in this world's name. I know their heritage and I know their evolution path. I've even been here since the creation of time. But I keep that part to myself. Oops, said that out loud, didn't I? Bakugo just pretty much passing out, as Deku would watch him fall to the ground as he would laugh and then say, well, bye, back to All Might. As he would teleport behind All Might, as he would tap him on the shoulder, All Might turning around as Deku would run up to All Might saying, All Might, I missed you, giving him a hug. All Might kicking him, sending him through a wall as Deku would appear teleporting right in front of him. He would dust himself off saying, that was very mean. All Might saying, what are you doing here, Loki? I thought I told you to go away. Deku said, I did. I went to visit one of your students. He passed out. Don't know why, but oh well. All Might thinking to himself that, he must have done something dangerous. As Deku would read his mind hearing that, and Deku would say, no, I didn't do anything dangerous, don't worry. I just went and said hi to his family heritage. And days after that, it's the, quirk assessment test, as Deku then decided to bother Aizawa instead of All Might. So as Aizawa was about to start his class, Deku walks in through the door saying, Hi Dad, I'm home. All the students are shocked saying, You're a dad? As Aizawa would say, No, I'm not his dad. He's older than anyone. As Izuku would sit there pouting saying, You're no fun. As he would look at the class waving saying, Hi kids, I'm your god Loki, also the god of mischief. But please, call me Izuku or Loki, doesn't matter to me. As he would, and Bakugo would stand up saying, You're the guy that teleported into my house. And Deku would point at him saying, You're the guy that I talked to the other day. How you doing, by the way? Bakugo just sitting down saying, I fainted because of you, you bastard. Deku saying, Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but don't worry about it. We're still friends, right? Bakugo saying, Hell no. Deku laughing, then saying, Nah, don't worry. I'm just a little prankster. I'm a prankster guy, don't worry. You're a funny guy, I can tell that, Bakugo. And Bakugo was saying, pretty much just scoffing and then just looking forward to Aizawa. Aizawa asking what he's doing here, and Deku would say, I wanted to see the new pick of hay. And Aizawa would say, Hey, what do you... And he would say, Hey, like kind of questioning it. And Deku would look at him and say, Hey, how are you doing too? Pretty much just make a little joke out of what he just said. And everyone was just pretty much just questioning who is this guy and why is he so bad at making jokes. As he would read one of their minds as they would say that, Deku getting a little pouty saying, I'm not bad at making jokes. Alright, I've been doing this for millions of years, kid. You have no idea how bad it gets not being able to talk to anyone on equal grounds. This is the first time I can actually do it. As he would get tears in his eyes and then wipe his hand over his face and they would be gone, and a smile on his face would appear, saying, So, we doing your little assessment test this time? As always saying, Yes, let's just get this over with. As Deku would say, I got you, teach, clapping his hands as they would get their future hero uniforms on. As I would say, what are those? And he would say, oh, it's their uniforms from about... Looking at his watch over and over again, saying, Then he would get an idea, and a light bulb would appear over his head. Then poof into nothing, as he would say, it's about 5 months into the future. What do you think of that, huh? Ain't I special? Do I get pats on my head as pretty much dog ears and a dog tail appear on him? As he would pretty much just sit there panting like a dog, saying, pet me, I'm a good boy, As Aizawa would pretty much kick him, sending him through the door. And the class was surprised that he did this, as Aizawa would say, don't worry about it. He's pretty much fine. As Deku would appear right in front of him, again, without the dog tail and the ears, saying, you're no fun. I just wanted to be pet like a good boy. As Aizawa would kick him through the door again. As Deku would teleport in, saying, fine, I get it. As he would clap his hands twice, sending the future uniforms away and getting their gym clothes on to do the quirk assessment test. As Deku would say, alright kids, let's go on a field trip. And he would say, Bamf, as they would be right in front of the quirk assessment field. And Aizawa was still in the classroom, as Deku would be the one giving the instructions today. As Deku would say, alright kids, I don't know who got first on it, so chick with the brown hair. Chick with the short brown hair. Here, catch. As he would toss her the ball for the ball throw. As he would say, use your quirk on that and throw it as far as you can. Don't worry, kid, I'm going to be an honest boy here. As he would poof a phone in his hand with the rangefinder on the ball. As he would say, see this thing right here? This is going to track the ball's range. So get ready. And this will also keep track of all your other scores. As they would say, right. Teacher? They would kind of question saying the word teacher. As Deku would get sparkles in his eyes saying, oh, I just got called teacher. As he would just start breaking down crying, saying, I'm such a happy father. Them all saying, shut up. As he would say, oh, I'm shocked you would yell at your father like this. As Bakugo would pretty much run at him, giving him an explosion in his face, sending him flying. As Deku would say, I regret nothing, pretty much launching towards the front of the school. And then he poofed right in front of him again, saying, alright, just do the ball throw. And the quirk assessment test goes without a hitch, except for Deku constantly just making jokes and annoying people. But other than that, he was a fun guy. He was like the jokester uncle they never had, which they never wanted anymore. And as soon as Aizawa got out there to the field, asking what he didn't do anything dangerous, as all the kids were on the ground crying, saying, we don't want him here anymore, he makes bad jokes. And then Deku stops and goes, oh, as he turns into a statue of pretty much rock, as he would crumble up and then fall to the ground in pieces. As I would say, is he finally dead? As the pieces would reform into his normal self and he would appear back in normal, he would say, no, that's mean, Papa. As then Aizawa would get ready to punch him, sending him flying again. As Deku would say, not the face, not the face. As Aizawa would kick him in the groin, and Deku would just fall down holding his groin. Aizawa would say, huh, that actually felt relieving. Hey, I forgot your name again. Can you stand up so I can do that again? Deku saying, what do you mean do that again? As he would stand up and say, I'm not some toy you can kick. And as he finished saying kick, Aizawa kicked him in the groin again. And he would just fall over, screaming in agony, saying, my nuts, you destroyed my walnuts. As then he would reach into his pocket, holding a bag of walnuts, saying, see, you cracked them. They were supposed to be opened yesterday. Or they were supposed to be opened tomorrow for a celebration. Aizawa was sighing, saying, alright class, let's go back to class. As Deku would say, poof, and everyone appears in the class, even Aizawa. And he says, thank you, as he would say, poof again, and they're all back in their school uniforms. Everyone a little annoyed at Deku now, saying, can we please sell him? We want a better person here. Deku would start crying, fake crying, of course, saying, man, you're the mean kids I don't want in my family anymore. Sniffing, and then says, I want my dad. All Might, come here. And and pretty much All Might would just teleport right in front of everyone in his buff form, asking why he's here, as Deku would run at him in slow motion, saying, Dad, I missed you, as All Might would punch him with full strength, sending him through the building, all the way through both sides of UA, and sending him flying across the city. As all you hear is, why, Dad? As he was flying through the horizon, all you see is a sparkle of where he went. And then he's poofed right in front, as he snaps his fingers and all the repairs are back to normal. All the damage is back to where they were before. As All Might would say, what do you want this time, I forgot his name already, Loki. As he would say, what do you want this time, Loki? Deku would say, I want to hang out and get something to eat. Pretty much with a stern face, as All Might would say, fine, let's go eat. Deku then transforming his body into like a little kid, as he would say, yay, let's go, Dad. As All Might would say, no, not that form, normal form. Deku would pout, saying, boo, and then he would just appear normal, and they just walk away. Several days have gone by since that incident, and no, there is no ship in this. This is just a one-part, full done and done series. This is probably going to be an hour special, maybe, but it's pretty much going to be terrible because this is my first time where he's literally a god and he can do whatever he wants. So, yeah. So as Deku and Aizawa and All Might were always in contact with Deku, and Deku always with Class 1A, they'd always learn new things from Deku or Loki. And they would always learn new things from history, writing, language arts, math, anything you think of, he taught him. But they would then warm up to him, realizing that he's actually a really nice guy. But yet again, he's too mysterious. As one day, for a solid 2 months, Deku was gone. Or Loki was gone, as they would question where he went. All Might saying that he probably went to go cause a little mischief again. He's been bored. He's been quite bored recently. As the sports festival was going on, and it was finished, of course, Bakugo winning. And then it's the time for the oh wait, no, I forgot the USJ. Damn it. Okay, so the USJ incident happens, and Deku did appear there, but he was just sitting in the background watching, as he did have All For One next to him in a little cage that's unbreakable, and All Might in the other cage sitting on the other side of him that's unbreakable. As Deku would say, alright you two, we're gonna work out our family problems here. As All For One would look to his left, and All Might would look to his right, seeing Deku sitting in the middle floating between them. As they would say, what do you mean by that, at the exact same time? As Deku would move, and they would see each other, as they would try punching towards each other, realizing that they can't break the item between them. And them hitting it over and over again, thinking, what is this? As Deku would say, now, you two. As Deku would clap his hands, teleporting them into a giant indestructible room, where he says, okay, if you two attack each other, you both instantly die. Now, sit down in the seats, as 2 seats would appear right in front of him, and a desk and a seat would appear in front of Deku, as he would sit in the desk saying, now, sit down, this is council time. As they would sit down, Deku would say, now, All Might, I have a deal for you, same for you, All For One. Now, what do you say? All Might says, what's my deal? Deku would say, you get fully healed. You get your maximum power back. All Might would say, alright, now what do you get? Deku would say, I want a good game of chess between us. All Might would say, fine. I'll have a chess game with you next week. Deku would say, deal, I'll take that deal now, as he would shake his hand saying, alright, poof. All Might's fully health back up to his prime. As he would say, alright, go save your students, as he would teleport him out of there. All For One sits there questioning what he is. Deku would say, remember me? I was the one that told you to give your brother the stockpile quirk. All For One thinking that, oh yeah, you again, mischief guy. Deku would say, ding, ding, ding. Now, your deal is, I give you your own country. You can do whatever you want in it, but you cannot start wars with anyone else. All For One thinking, okay. Now, what do you want in return? Deku would say, I want to visit every now and then, and, I want to see if you made yourself a family. All For One thinking of this, he gets his own country, he gets his own rights, he can do whatever he wants. him asking how big's the country gonna be. He says it's gonna be the size of a random map of the world appears as he pulls it down, saying this one. As he looks at it, and it's the size of Russia. All for one thinking that he can have some fun there, saying deal. Where's it gonna be at? He says, let's change this location. Snaps his fingers. The globe literally expands 5 times in size. Everything in the solar system expands by 5. Saying right here, as he points right into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, saying, here's your new country. As then history changes. A new country appears right there on the map. As All for One says, thank you, as he claps his hands, and all the villains disappear. All the villains disappear, going to that new country. As Deku would appear, saying, alright kids, new field trip lesson. We're gonna go visit a new country. Them all asking what does he mean, as Deku would say, I just made a deal with the biggest villain out there, where all villains are moved to a new country, and he runs it. And I said that I'm allowed to visit, so let's go have a field trip. All Might thinking that this may be a dangerous idea. Deku saying, don't worry, it'll be fine. If he does attack, I'll snap him into, I'll just snap him out of existence. And All Might would think that this is scary, but reassuring that he's trusted because he gets a chess game with this guy. And Deku is smart, but he's not good at chess, so let's just tell you that All Might definitely won that. And they would visit the country of villains, or the Cov, is what it's called. And then after that, the time would go by, and then it's the sports festival. Yes, the Cov does get to watch the sports festival, and they were actually having fun. They have an unlimited supply of food, water, and other essentials and stuff like that that they need. Same for everywhere else in the world, because Deku wants evolution to occur. So they have unlimited supplies. In fact, there's actually a country that produces these unlimited supplies that they need. And they would just think that something strange is going on. So All Might decides to call up Deku to figure out where he's been. And we flash over to Deku, and he's sitting there out in space just thinking, what's going on? Why can't I move? As he would rotate his body around, saying that there's the god of beauty. I think it's well, I'm just gonna say it's the god of beauty, Hestia. I forgot her actual name. I think it's I forgot her name. But I was gonna say it's Hestia. The god of beauty, Hestia, sitting right behind him, asking him what he's doing. Deku would gasp, saying, it's my beautiful waifu, Hestia. How are you doing, my waifu? As she would smack him, and you can just hear a loud boom, as he would just be sent flying somewhere in a random direction in the universe, saying, why, waifu? As she would pretty much just say, come here, as he would just instantly poof right in front of her. Her saying, what do you think you're doing, god of mischief, Loki? As he would say, I'm having fun with the human civilizations. They've had quite a bit of evolution, don't you think? Hestia sighing with a sigh of annoyance, saying, I know you like your fun, but this is a little too much. You just give them everything, and they can expand infinitely now. Deku's saying, yeah, but if you think about it, I just gave this whole solar system about 5 times the growth spurt. So now they have about 5 times more land to explore, and random stuff I put there too. And she would reluctantly say, okay, but, as he would say, what do you mean, but? Am I going to have to undo this? She would say, yep. Get rid of all the unlimited supplies and all these deals you've been making. Pretty much, go back in time to the time where you first met All Might. Deku would say, let gasp. You don't mean it, do you? My beautiful waifu. She would smack him again, sending him flying in a different direction, this time engulfing him in the sun, as he would then poof right in front of her with the flame on his head, saying, that was mean. Now I'm a little hot-headed. As then he would just lick his fingers and put out the giant fire. Her saying, now, Loki. Him saying, fine, fine. As he would say, abracadabra, poof. As everything that he's ever done up to meeting All Might for the first time has been undone. All their memories about him, gone. So, well, besides All Might's the only one that knows of him. She would say, is it done? He would say, yeah. I'm gonna go back to bothering All Might. She would say, fine, but that's the only person that can see you. Deku would say, boo, you're no fun, waifu. And she was about to hit him as he would say, fine. Call me sometime. As in, he would blow a kiss to her, and then just teleport back in front of All Might, saying, All Might, I missed you. As All Might would punch him in the face, sending him flying through the wall, saying, yeah, I don't miss you, though. As to everyone else, All Might just punched air and just destroyed everything. All Might was saying, sorry, there's an invisible villain here. They would all say, okay, good job, All Might. As All Might would walk through the building, and All Might's still in his prime. So, this is the time, all the things that Deku's done with All Might, up to the point of reversing time and for everyone forgetting who he is, All Might still remembers all that, because he's the only one that can talk to him, unless he finds a successor and he can learn about him. As All Might would ask where he went during that time, before you reverse time, you were gone for about 2 months. Deku was saying, yeah, I was talking to my waifu. He would say, what? And he means what? And All Might would say, what? And Deku would say, what? And they just look at each other for a second. As Deku would say, I mean the goddess of love, Hestia. As All Might would say, yeah, whatever. Deku's saying, what? It's true. And as time went on, all the events happened, but Deku was always with All Might. And Mirio, because Mirio is his successor, so Mirio knows about Deku, or the god of mischief Loki. As Deku and Mirio would get along now. And Mirio would always have to be put up with against Deku. Same for All Might. Deku, All Might would ask Deku if he is allowed to be told to by the teachers. As Deku would say, let me ask my waifu. As he would pull out a god phone. It's literally just an iPhone that's plated gold and silver. As he would type in the literal letters, Hestia. As he would put it up to his ears and say, hey waifu. And you hear another voice on the other side to say, what do you want, Loki? As he would ask if he's allowed to be brought up to the other heroes. She would say, sure, but just don't call me again. Deku's saying, no, that can't happen. I must talk to you or else I won't live. And as he says live, she hangs up the phone on him. Him asking what that was about. Him saying that, I think I just got broken up with. I'm very sad. And he would ask if he's still able to be told to by the other teachers. Him saying yes. But only the ones here. No other pro heroes can know. With a stern voice as he said that. All Might said, fine. Just don't get into a little hissy fit. Deku would get pouty and say, I'm never like that. As Mirio would walk up to Deku, patting him on the back, saying, "It's okay, my friend. You'll always be loved by us." Deku, getting happy tears in his eyes, says, "Thank you, Daddy," as he would hug Mirio, as Mirio would get full cowling and punch him in the face, sending him flying. And Mirio would laugh, saying, "That was a good joke, wasn't it?" Deku stands up from the rubble, saying, "Ha, yeah, it was. Do it again, do it again." As Deku would peer right in front of Mirio, and they would do this for about a solid 5 hours. As Mirio would think of it as a workout, and Deku would think of it as a practical joke. A fun practical joke. As that was going on, All Might told him about the god of mischief, Loki. And they would all regain their memories. They would all regain their memories about the god of mischief, Loki, and how they all met. They would say, "Oh yeah, that annoying guy." Deku and All Might would say, "Yes, you've met him quite a lot, Aizawa, especially before he reversed time." They all thought, "Wait, reverse time?" And they all asked him this, and All Might would say, "Yes, actually. He actually reversed time. And space itself. He actually expanded the solar system by 5 times." They're all dumbfounded by this, and they all just pretty much just spaz out, and they just don't answer. As All Might tries waking them up from their little standstill. As the time goes by, all the events in canon go on, except Deku's always hanging around All Might and annoying him. Until one day, about 50 years in the future, All Might's death, and Mirio's in his 40s. Mirio asks Deku if he's going to be staying around for a long time. Deku looking at Mirio, saying, "I can't die, kid. You're stuck with me forever." Mirio laughing, saying, "I'm fine with that," as he turns around to see Eri in her mid-20s. And Eri knows about Deku. As Eri looks at Deku, saying, "So you're my papa, right?" Deku saying, "No, kid, sorry." But as he would look up at the sky after just pulling out a chair and just sitting on it in midair, just thinking to him, as he would say, "I kind of wish I did have a regular life, though. A regular life like you." As then he would think to himself, as he would get a light bulb above his head, and they both look at it and they say, "Oh no. Don't do it, Deku." And then Deku says, "Yes, do it, Deku," as he would snap his fingers. And Deku's reincarnated as Izuku Midoriya, the son of Inko Midoriya. And this is where his life begins, as the canon line of Deku. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is, I know it's a weird video that I'm posting, but I kind of thought of this idea, and I kind of thought, why not do this? Because I wanted to make a god video of Deku at least once where he's a literal god. So, if you guys want me to make like a full-on series of a Deku where he's a god of destruction, a god of creation, a god of whatever, let me know. I'll come up with the storyline of it. But this video is just for fun, and it's not supposed to mean anything, and it's also just like a 50-minute special, just because I want to say thank you to everyone for getting me to 15 subscribers. I'm a small channel, and it means a lot to me to know that I have people that like my content, to know that people are actually out there supporting me and show respect and love to my community. I also want to say thank you to people that listen to other What If YouTubers, which, yeah, I'm giving a big shout out to YouTubers that do What Ifs all across on YouTube, such as Teen Shallot, Nightfallen76, and a bunch of others. Anime Outlet, Anime Camp. I mean, you think of a YouTuber that does What Ifs, I'm talking to them. I just want to say thank you for respecting our community, and thank you for everything you guys have done for us. And I just want to say thank you for actually liking my series. My most popular series is my Lelouch Power series. I never thought it would actually pull in my most amount of views. So far on my channel, the most views is part 1 and the full Lelouch series. So I just want to give a big thank you, and I can't put into words how much I can thank you guys for doing this for me. It really means a lot to me, especially because I won't be able to do it for 3 months coming up soon. So I wanna give a big thank you to everyone that subscribed to me, that subscribed to any What If YouTuber, that listens to any What If content. I want to give a big shout out to any What If YouTuber that, if you've seen any of my videos, and if you watch this and you're a What Ifer, or if you want to try What Ifs, I say go for it. Go to your heart's content. Give it your all. It's a fun thing to do. You can come up with your own storylines, like what I do, what others do, and you can have fun. You can put yourself out there on the internet behind a small picture, such as this, saying, I'm here to give you a story that you thought of and that you can think of. And I want to say thank you. This really means a lot, and I'm pretty sure this means a lot to everyone else. So I'm going to end the video off here. The next video that comes out is going to be what if Naofumi had boosted gear. So he's going to have the shield hero abilities, and he's going to have boosted gear. So he's going to be overpowered, but it's going to be harder for him, so I hope you're going to enjoy that. Also, what if Deku was Horus Hands, or had his abilities? And part 5 of what if Deku had Lelouch's powers are coming out after the Horus Hands. So look forward to those, and I still can't thank you guys enough for doing this for me. The Technopath also will come out after the part 5 of Lelouch's abilities. Or actually, it's going to come out after the, it's going to come out after the, it might come out, actually, it's going to come out tomorrow, actually, sorry. Technopath comes out tomorrow, Lelouch's abilities come out tonight, Horus Hands tonight, Kaioken abilities, which is coming before this, and I may do a Bill Cipher one, Nightmare Sans one, Omnipotent Sans one, and several others. Like, I have so many things I can think of. I have so many great people that are giving me ideas, and so many people that are supporting me. And I know I'm rambling on, but I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me in this channel. And if you want to join my community, I'm thinking of just making my YouTube channel a multi-channel outlet. So if you guys want to start What Ifs, and you want to do a collab with me, I will 100%. Well, actually, collabs are probably going to do it whenever I hit close to 1,000, so like a 900, 800. I'll start doing collabs. And the Discord is going to be put in my Technopath Part 1 series, so expect that tomorrow. But tonight is going to be multiple new videos for new series. This video is just for fun. Yet again, if you do want a new God series or a new Quirk series of Deku, comment it. I'll look at it. And if you guys want that too, I'll definitely do it. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you again for helping me hit 15 subscribers. And so much more. Bye.